Hey, welcome to my first Plan With Me video of summer semester. I am behind as always, or like usual lately. But I'm excited about the summer semester. At least I was, because it is my second to last semester, and I'm so happy to be done with school in December. So my top priority this summer is to stay motivated and organized. My videos might get a little bit more spread out, but I'm going to continue to put these videos out. Okay, so you can see here in my video right now that I am making my school to-do list. So honestly, I really was trying to follow the method or plan that I did for the previous semesters, with having the school to do, taking over my weekly to do, and then listing everything that I have to do out. And then first week was just pretty simple. It was really easy, but what made it difficult for me was that my son was sick. He was sick the whole first week of summer semester for me, and the week of his birthday. So we just, was mostly in the room. He was kind of, clingy and, crying and whatnot. So I didn't really get a chance to do what all I wanted to do, like, because I wanted to work ahead in this first week because literally that week was just what you see here, for both classes. Okay, so this side by side is actually my Canva, I think it's called Canva, um, that we use for my program. And so that's all my readings that were recommended and assigned. And I think that is the hardest part of, or what seems going to be the hardest part of this semester, is keeping up with reading everything. We don't have quizzes every week. We don't have tests every week. We only have a midterm and a final. And I have a strong feeling that um, our midterm and final will probably be based off of the readings, and which is part of the reason why I feel a little panicked and a little behind because um, I want to be prepared, and I know I need to actually complete that by midterm. And I believe our midterm is in, I think it's in week 8, week 7, week 8, somewhere around there. So, because it's a 16-week course, so um, I believe that's where midterm is. Yeah, and so another thing is also having some clinical assignments, which I feel like the clinical assignments are, they are a little redundant, but there's a lot of little things to be completed that are just time consuming. You don't see it in this first week, but I'll talk about it. As I record this, I'm actually into week 3 of school. So I'm going to recap week 1 and tell y'all what worked with this setup and what didn't. So the first thing is keeping track of my readings and assignments. It worked. However, it made it stressful when I realized how much more reading assignments I needed to do for the week. It's hard keeping up with the 150 pages a week. And I wanted to make sure I read and retained because it's so important that I'm prepared. And I really want to be prepared. So, and then two, setting goals for the day, each day. That worked, which you guys will see that a little bit later in this video. Sometimes I slack doing what I planned for the day, but overall it kept me on schedule. And then this little chart. So it worked, but it wasn't necessary. Why? Because the reading assignments could have been put in my school to do, which there's no need to duplicate it. I mean, I'm going to check it off. That's the whole point of me putting it there so that I can um, check it off as I do it or always like see it. I didn't really need that box to tell me my reading assignments. And then my next week glance in the box, I felt like that was useful to see what was to come. And so that way, when I see what's to come, then I know, okay, I need to not take all week doing this. I need to go ahead and finish my stuff so that way I can, start early. If I'm not physically writing, I can at least start mentally preparing and searching up sources if I need sources or, doing a little bit here, a little bit there before the actual due date. Um, so when you're in grad school, like the biggest things is staying organized, and especially if you're working full time and you have a family and you're juggling all the things with your own responsibilities and things you have to do and your families, everybody in this house has something they have to do. So yeah. So I did not do one of my own tips, which is pulling out my stickers ahead of time. I actually think I decided to do this Plan With Me video at the last minute. And I was like, you know what, let me just do something for YouTube. It might not go up until a lot later, but let me at least record it. And um, so I kind of had to pull all of my things in as I was doing it, which I don't know. I guess you guys can kind of see the difference. It takes a little bit longer if you don't prepare. I mean, if you don't prepare anyways, you kind of know it takes a little time. And sometimes you need that distraction, just to kind of like do something different. I know I try to do something different. If I'm studying for a minute, I'll take a brain break. I'll do something not clean. I should, but I will like listen to music or I will, go in a different part of the house. I'll do my diamond art painting. I will, just do something different to take my brain off of what I'm doing. So if you're liking my stickers that I'm using in my planner, those are from this Etsy shop that I'll probably will have linked below. And my favorites. I can't think of the sticker shop right now, but I think it's like Sage Ember or something like that. But I have it, I know for a fact I have it in my favorites on Etsy. So definitely check it out. I like them. I think I'm getting um a little bit more simplistic in the fact that I don't want a whole bunch of stuff on my planner. I still like stickers and things, but I think when I look for my July planner, I think I'm gonna look for something different. I don't know what kind of planner I want for July, but I don't know. I don't know if I care too much for how this setup is for my weekly planning. And I don't really do daily, so um maybe I look for a weekly planner. So if you guys have any weekly planners that you like, let me know in the comments. So this collage you're about to see me put together wasn't necessary, although it did make me feel warm on the inside. Um, in habit, in the habit tracker, I could have put routines I wanted to make sure I continue to do week to week. Um, but I don't know, I didn't do that. I feel like when I'm in school, like my main focus for my planner is to put down my tasks and things I have to do and that I need to make sure I remember to do, like when if it doesn't have anything to do with school. Um, that takes priority over everything else that I might have wanted to do. Like if I was on a 2 week break, I might, want to do like my face routine and all this other stuff. Like, no, I don't, I just want to survive. Okay, guys. Well, I told you how my first week went. So I guess, when you can't work ahead, just take it day by day, breathe, and everything comes to an end eventually, right? So my second week, like I said, I'm in my third week. So what I think I'm gonna do, unless you guys object, I think I'm gonna do like face to camera videos to talk about my weeks at school and let my planning videos be my planning videos or do a combination of both. But either way, I'm going to be talking about my week 2. It's busy and my clinical started, excuse me, guys. My clinical started and I love doing clinicals, but of course that comes with all the necessary charting and paperwork and everything for that. So, nevertheless, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.